Quick video just to show you the new basic scanner here that Chris is going to be producing. Removable face. Going to have everything centered up with a correct looking surveillance mode button. So it's going to look very surveillance mode like. And because it's on a ribbon cable, with a longer ribbon cable, it can be remote mounted onto the dash. That's the beautiful thing about it. So now we got a power button, and I got sound coming out of here. Out of the headphones, 3.5mm headphone jack, MP3 player, little D-class amplifier, and of course a key fob, 4-button key fob. So one thing is that you can increase and decrease the speed, and when you do, notice the sound matches when I adjust the speed. That's the fastest setting. Just notice the sound matches up. Now it only has sound during the kit scan. That's more of an opening theme. And we got a double scan here. More of a Topaz connection episode. And then I have what's called the Help Me, where it's slow, sporadic. You can adjust the speed, but it does have 6 different Help Me style audios to play back. Even though we don't need it now because of the procs, I did go ahead and give it a sleep mode where I'll do 1 scan pass and that's it. That's the normal one, as you can tell, because it made a sound, but there's no other sound with any other scan patterns. There's a Help Me again. Alright, so the big thing about this is that it's got the prox module built in. So I'm going to turn this thing off. Alright, red light, 4 red lights indicate when the power's on. I'm going to press and hold the mode button. Press and hold it for 3 seconds, let go. Now, you're going to see how that thing's flashing. The reason why it's flashing is because now it's waiting for a sensor input from the microwave sensor to trigger it. And I'm trying to get this because I don't have a sensor hooked up to it. But in order to get it to play, see there, it just triggered it. So as you can see, it does do So it does have sound playback with the prox module all built in, and it just gets a negative trigger from a microwave sensor to do it. And this continues to flash while you're in prox mode. Now, to get out of prox mode, you either hit the power button to turn everything on, or if you're in prox mode, I can't do it until the thing stops. There it goes. Or if you're also in prox mode, there's 2 other ways to turn it off. Number 1, of course, is hold down the mode button again for 3 seconds. Or back here, there's a 4-pin plug, and one of them is to get the 12 volts in from a key on ignition. I recommend using the ignition wire from the radio to turn it on. So when it gets power, when the key's forward, this turns off. The reason for that is you don't want the scanner accidentally triggering while you're in motion, while the car's moving. That would be bad. We are putting a power plug that's attachable on there. These are for 2 fans. The second fan can be mounted in front. Haven't really thought about it yet, but it's there in case. Again, a 3.5mm jack mono for a speaker, and even though I don't have it on here because this is the demo board, this is the normal looking Brennan plug. So anybody who has a Brennan scanner bar from 2005 can swap this in pretty easily. This is the smaller board. This is the LED size, and we are going to put halogen on it. I do recommend, though, 35 watt, not 55, 35 watt, simply because of the heat and all the good stuff. But again, this is the demo board, and this is the master turn on and off. So if you don't want it to work at all, you hit this button, and this whole thing is completely dead. There's no drain in the battery. It's completely dead. Turn it back on. This is the red light for the key fob, but the scanner works again. And when you do turn it on and off, let's just say, for instance, I'm adjusting the speed and change the scan pattern. When you turn this off, and then you turn it back on, it remembers what scan pattern and what speed you had it on. Also, if you put it in prox mode, okay, and I trigger back here, that scan pattern that it was last on will be what triggers it. So if you want it to be the kit scan, you got to have it on the kit scan. Other than that, I mean, this thing's pretty packed. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. Any questions about it, let me know.